Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I promised you guys a review on the Mg100 by Planet Eclipse, and by gosh, today we're going to do it. I will be giving you a full user review, my own account, on the marker as such, but not only on my account. I will be asking a few other people on their experience with the new Planet Eclipse Mg100. So sit right there, you've got nothing else to do. You've done the dishes. You've cleaned the house, you've mowed the lawn, you've taken, you've given the woofie some food and water, you've got nothing else to do, you're in lockdown, you're bored. This is the perfect time for you to sit and watch this review. So sit back and enjoy what we have in store for you today. Right, folks, let's jump into it. Mg100, what is it all about? What is it? You've heard the term thrown around there. Everybody's heard about it. Most of you have heard about it. If not, search. Google is your best friend. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. But in this case, Google is your best friend. Mg100 by Planet Eclipse is a brand new marker that they've brought out that is not only hopper fed, but mag fed as well. That's flippin' awesome, especially for us guys that are rocking first strike rounds. We are always looking for a marker that shoots reliably, not only round ball, but first strike. Most important, first strike. I mean, let's change it. I mean, I've been playing with round ball for a while now, and I've always been looking for something that shoots straight, more faster, straight, further. And if that's what you're looking for, first strike is your best friend. But first strike comes with its own challenges. Main challenge, you need a marker that is capable of shooting first strike. If you guys do not know what first strike is, you need to go jump on your little keyboards or your whatever you want to go search it on. Look, first strike, Google it, first strike paintball rounds, and they'll give you an explanation of it. Look, folks, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. There are many reviews out there on the Mg100. I myself was researching before I actually bought my own marker, and even after I purchased the marker, I was still reading reviews because how can I say, it struck me. This is actually a brilliant marker. Yes, I said it, a brilliant marker. I know paintball markers are not without their own fault. Each and every brand has their own fault. Sometimes things happen. Life happens and stuff breaks, irrespective of that. I'm getting back to the Mg100 because I'm veering off course again. But yes, the Mg100, folks, my personal account. The first time I actually saw this marker shoot was at the 32 Milson that we had in Robertson earlier this year, about 2-3 months ago, give or take. And I was, firstly, my first impression, when I first held the marker in my hand, is like, wow, this marker is really light. Coming from real steel markers, my Tipman X7 Phenom, I got a BTT M15, I got an X7, a Hammer 7 sniper rifle that I have done a review on, or a tech vid on. You can see it on this channel. Yes, compared to, and I've actually had a Milsig M17 marker as well. Very heavy marker. I ended up selling the marker. Look, in the previous video, I told you, we're going to call it like it is. Does it suck? Doesn't it suck? I'm going to be honest with you. Milsig, what's going on with you guys at the moment? You suck. Sorry to put it that way, guys. The markers suck at the moment. Why do I say that? Let me tell you why. I bought a Milsig M17 marker, brand new out of the box. And from day one, I've been having problems shooting first strike. There are a lot of guys on the internet saying, yeah, you need to do this to modify it so it can shoot first strike. Why the hell must I modify a marker that you pay 5-6 grand for, and it's supposed to shoot first strike, but now you've got to modify it for it to shoot first strike properly? It pretty much defies the point. So, in effect, I wasted my money when it comes to the first strike aspect of it. Round ball, perfect. Shoots it like a dream. Very nice marker to have. It's a heavy marker. If that's what you're into, that's your kind of thing, you're not interested in first strike, then get yourself a TMC. Don't get yourself a Milsig. My personal opinion, I played with it. I wasn't happy with it, merely for the fact of the first strike aspect. I know TMC doesn't shoot the first strike, but that's just how much I'm not liking the Milsig at the moment. So, when Planet Eclipse came with their Mg100, it was posted all over on the sites and whatever. I never took any heart to it. while this was going on, I was pondering myself. I'm giving you a little bit of info history on this review, why I bought the marker and the method behind my madness, if I can call it that. So I was busy, me and my brother-in-law, we were busy building a 50 cal, double 50 cal paintball machine gun. It's based off the Browning the M50, the 50 cal. Go have a look. I'm going to put the link down at the bottom in the comments. Go look us up on Facebook. The Lion's Den. So our new paintball field. If you're in Bloem, go out there after the lockdown, of course. Go there, play a few games there. You guys will not be sorry. It's a very awesome course. We are constantly changing it here as well to keep it real, to keep it exciting. But yes, while building this 50 cal, we were using an ion. Yes, an ion, an old ion, technically a speedball marker, if you want to call it that. We used internals for it. And while we were busy building it, I got to thinking, but if you look at the design of the bolt, the design that the speedball marker actually works, the guys that are playing speedball, they hardly ever complain about breaks and chops. But go to most guys that are running bushball markers, the number one complaint is they're getting chops, they're getting breaks. Why? Let's face it, bushball markers are hard on paint. It's a fact. So when you buy paint for your bushball marker, you need to buy a paint that's got a hard shell that can take the punch that those markers put out. But the speedball guys, I mean, they're rocking 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, you name it, and they're having good success with it, and their markers are accurate. Look, let's give honor where honor is due. Have I lost my brain and said I'm going to go play speedball? No. Lockdown hasn't got to me that badly. I'm not suffering cabin fever to the point where I'm going to make stupid mistakes. To you guys that are playing speedball, no disrespect. Each player to their own. Different strokes for different folks. I had the choice of playing speedball and I had the choice of playing bushball. I went for the bushball aspect because I like the milsim aspect of it. Nothing more, nothing less. For me, it's more exciting. I get more of an adrenaline rush. And yes, taking on new speedies is always a challenge. You guys do put us on our toes. Does it mean you're better than us? Hell no, folks. But yes, that is an argument for a different day. I'm not going to open up another can of worms here. Yes, getting back to the markers. So my consensus was speedball gun, first strike, perfect combination. And it was in the pipeline for me to actually build a sniper, if I can call it that, using an ion, converting it to mechanical, and shooting first strike with it. Because why not? I mean, their markers are, let's face it, their markers are brilliant. Like I said, give honor where honor is due. Guys, speedies, your markers are brilliant. I'll face it. Let's face it, they are good. Planet Eclipse went a step further. They brought out the Mg100. Speedball marker, boom. Slap, mag fed onto it, boom. First strike capable and round ball and hopper, boom. And you set. They have got a recipe for success. Guys, go read the different reviews out there from the guys that are overseas. They are raving about this marker. I myself saw this marker in action at Milsim 32. There was a player by the name of Ahmed, Mr. Ahmed Adams. He got hold of an Mg100 that was loaned to him by Jason Nascimento in Cape Town as well. These two guys, I will be doing interviews with them as well. And you will hear their account on their take on this marker. And Ahmed brought this marker to me. And he said to me, I want you to feel this. Jason said, I must, when Ahmed gets there, I must have a look at this marker because he knows I'm impressed with this marker. I want to get my hands on one and see what it's all about. And Ahmed brings this marker to me and I pick it up and I'm expecting to pick up this big chunk of heavy paintball madness, killing machine. And it's like, what? This marker is light. Dude, get serious. This marker is light. What is it all about? And guys, there is 0, 0, 0 kick on the Mg100. I know there are guys out there that like the real steel effect of it, and you end up buying your T15s and your Tiberius T9.1s and your Milsigs. Sorry about that. Just something stuck in my mouth there. But anyway, and your Milsigs. Sorry, there it happened again. But anyway, you end up buying the marker. And you like that real steel feeling. Me, when I picked up the Mg100, it's like, wow, this is super, super light. No recoil. A lot of guys won't like it. A lot of guys will like it. Now, Ahmed borrowed out this gun. Or not borrowed it out. He gave it to another guy to shoot. Kali shot with a marker. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the first time in my life that I've ever seen something like this. I probably will see it again, but I saw it at Milsom 32. We're sitting on top of a hill, a koppie, a mountain, whatever you want to call it. We have a challenge where we have to shoot plus minus 46, between 46 players walking around in a circle, each holding up a card of their team's number. That player's got 4 shots. I think it was 5 shots. I can't remember. But anyway, he needs to eliminate 3 of his players with first strike, with minimum rounds. And he has to do it to get those points. But here's the catch. Their players that are walking around are constantly walking around between other players. So if you hit another player, you're going to get a penalty. That means you're going to lose points. Now, Kali, sitting on top of the mountain or the hill, picks up this Mg100 without a scope of a distance of plus minus between 47 and 50 meters. And bearing in mind the wind was blowing that day, and there's a drop. So you've got to compensate for the wind, you've got to compensate for the drop. And this gentleman sits on top of this hill or koppie, and he starts shooting. When it's his turn to get to the challenge, he starts popping off first strike rounds. 1, 2, 3. Do you think they hit? Do you think they missed? Believe it or not, each round he made count, and you could hardly hear the marker shoot. It gives a distinct sound when it shoots. And he took out 3 of his teammates, which he was supposed to do, to hit 3 of his teammates with first strike rounds at that distance without a scope. Without a scope. Mg100 representing big time. And I was gobsmacked. I was like, wow, this is awesome. That is what got me hooked. That's what got me sold on the Mg100. And what I did was, when I got back from Milsom 32 after I left the hospital, I ordered myself one from A&S Gear, because I did not know that they were local yet. And I got hold of Jason, or Jason got hold of me, either. And he told me, but listen, he's actually selling these. He's bringing them in. But then I had already imported it. So it hits the shores. It hits our shores. Planet Eclipse Mg100 has hit our shores. So if you're interested, I will also put a link in the comments where you can get hold of one. Speak to Jason. He's the guy who's going to hook you up with one. And yeah, so have I played with the MG in-game? No, I haven't had time, because when I was cleared to be cleared fit to play paintball and do all exercise after my little operation I had, we were faced with a lockdown challenge saying you may not go outside or outside of your house and do the normal stuff you are supposed to be doing. That sucked big time. I just got a brand new marker. I'm itching to play with it, and I cannot do anything. I will also post my video where I actually shot with round ball in my yard during the lockdown with round ball. And you'll see the grouping for round ball. It's really not bad. We're looking at a distance between anywhere between 20 to 30 meters or plus minus, give or take. And the grouping was not bad for round ball. Bearing in mind I was playing with old paint, which is plus minus 4, 5, 6 months old. Yes, stored properly, but the paint is old. And I shot with it. I didn't have one break, didn't have one chop. Brilliant marker, 0 kick. You don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to be doing interviews with a guy named Kali. Yes, Kali, the guy that I spoke about, that I saw made that magnificent kills on top of the hill. I'm going to speak to Ahmed, who also had experience with a marker. And I'm going to speak to Jason Nascimento. He's gonna give you his own personal account on the marker. And yeah, when you actually see my shooting video where I shot, I wasn't actually shooting after I shot. I'm not going to do a review on first strike because it's not needed for me to do first strike. I shot with first strike with it. It's perfect. It shoots straight. It does what it's supposed to do. Modifications needed to do it. It out of the box barrel. My opinion, brilliant. Brilliant barrel for out of the box barrel. You can upgrade it. I actually have a rifle barrel lying on hand that I use for my Hammer 7. I got a barrel adapter, screwed it on there, shoots perfect, it's brilliant. I mean, first strike and rifle barrels go brilliant. Round ball and rifle barrel, a lot of guys are saying, nay, not going to work. I shot round ball out of this exact barrel. It's a .83 bore, very tight bore. I was skeptical. I was expecting breaks. Not one break, not one chop. Shot it perfect, shot it straight. Happy with it. Guys, the only way to explain it is if you go look, really go look at all the other reviews. I don't have to do a review on First Strike because it's been done before. The only reason why I'm actually doing a review on the Mg100, because guys, nobody in South Africa has done one of these. Nobody, as far as I know, there are only three guys so far that have Mg100s in South Africa. Jason is number one. I was the third one to get one. The second one is there in Gauteng or Pretoria, around about there. If that's you, give us a thumbs up. Say, hey, it's me with a marker. Give your account, give your video on this marker. And then, yes, I will post it on this channel. People, I actually had a guy from the United States call me now in the week. Because on a MagFed forum on Facebook, the guys were having exactly the same problems I was having with my Mulsig. And this chap was saying he's done everything. This thing is a nightmare. He's battling to get it right. And I, of course, true effect, I jump on there and told him, yeah, well, not so many words because they might kick me off there. I told him, well, M17 sucks, bro. End of it. I had exactly the same problem. I bought myself an Mg100. I'm happy. Guy sends me a message that night. Am I available now? Can we talk? I'm like, yeah, sure. Me expecting to get a normal Facebook inbox message, I get a phone call out of the United States of America. Yes, this guy actually phones me out of the United States of America and saying he's battling with the same problems. He saw that I'm raving about the Mg100. What is it all about? Can I recommend it? After a 20-minute discussion, after speaking with this guy on the phone, my experience, what I saw at Milsim 32 about the marker, and I'm painting this picture to him, and the guy says to me, you know what, I'm sold. I was scared to go for this marker because he did the reviews on the M17s and everybody was raving about it and saying such a brilliant marker. And he went ahead and got one and he bought himself a lemon.
A lemon, mense het vir hom 'n lemon gekoop, okay?
So yes, he bought a lemon like I bought a lemon, and I ended up getting rid of my lemon. And yes, for the mere reason for First Strike. Once again, round ball, perfect shot. First Strike, poof, not happy, not impressed. So, and Mulsig, nah. MG, yes. Sold this guy, got him sold on the Mg100, and he said he's going to go ahead and get one, order one, and he will pop us a video of him shooting it. I will add it to the channel as soon as he gets back to me. So without further ado, you don't have to take my word for it. I can sell it to you all day. You're not necessarily going to buy it. You're not going to necessarily believe me because it's just my account. I mean, after all, it's my opinion and people's opinions differ. So without further ado, let's jump into those interviews. So sit back and enjoy it, and we chat a bit later. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome Mr. Ahmed Adams all the way from the mother city. The reason for this video call today is he knows what it's about, you know what it's about. We're doing the review on the infamous Mg100. Ahmed, tell us about your experience on this Mg100.
Well, we played a 32-hour game out in Robertson in the beginning of the year. I got the honor of borrowing a Mg100 from Jason Nascimento from Wicked Paintball, one of our local paintball shops here in Cape Town. Basically, he lent it to us so that we could let you take a review on it and actually see what it does. And it dominated, it did its job. It was really accurate and it worked perfectly throughout the whole weekend. We had limited loadout, and that was the reason why we went MagFed to conserve a lot of paint, and it did that perfectly. Shot First Strike and round ball consistently, and yeah, it was beautiful, quite nice. I'm used to different kind of markers. I've got quite a few, and that really was a different kind of experience. Yeah, and overall, it was just amazing.
Tell me something. Look, you've heard the story. I'm going to tell the story again. I'm using it in my review. The reason why I actually went for this Mg100 is because there's a certain shot that was made, 3 certain shots that were made on top of the hill or the kopje or the mountain or whatever you want to call it. And we're talking about plus minus 47 odd meters, if I'm not mistaken, plus minus.
Yeah, it was about 45, 47 meters. One of our teammates had to shoot the three other teammates, including myself, out from about 45 meters on top of a hill. And we were in a crowd, and yeah, we weren't prepared for that game, as the marker that we were supposed to use and was zeroed in with the scope failed. So we used the Mg100 without a scope. And without a scope, the guy hit 2 of the 3 of us, but he hit 2 shots on one of us, and he hit another one on me. He hit one on me on my arm from that distance without a scope. It was really impressive. I think it was one of the best shots for the entire weekend. And yeah, the only other mark that kept up was the Typics with a very long barrel. And yeah, it was incredible. That was like one of the best shots, and I'm really happy that Jason allowed us the opportunity to use the marker so that we could could accomplish such shots. I think it would be difficult with any other marker in the market right now, especially here in South Africa. But yeah, I know some people will argue that there are other markers that shoot a little bit better. Like on the day, that was one of the better markers for the day.
Awesome.
I don't know about you. I mean, you had your Hammer 7.
Yeah, look, I was shooting with a Hammer 7, and for me to be gobsmacked by another marker, I mean, I was shooting with a scope. The wind was against us. The drop, the distance was against us, and I mean, he pulled that shot off. That, like, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's like I can't believe. It's one of those moments. I mean, sniper wise, obviously it's a good sniper, but what about other scenarios like close quarters? Is the marker any good for that?
Okay, and with the skirmishes in the CQB, you can basically convert the marker down to a smaller package. So what the normal the air through stock system they use, where the stock has got the 13 CI fitted in there, you end up with a marker that's almost a meter long if you extend it to its full length. If you want, you can decrease it to half by taking off the barrel, taking half the shroud off, as well as removing the stock. So you just run the tank without the stock or anything like that. And it actually decreases size by a lot. And you can use it in CQB as well as small skirmishes between, say you got like a few bunkers and you're going to run through there. You don't want to get the barrel stuck in the sand. Then you could decrease the size. I think Jason right now, he's got the Nemesis barrel. He just brought in the Nemesis barrel just after that weekend. The Nemesis barrel came out, and he immediately bought it because it's a good investment. He can now convert it to quite a small package now, a little bit of a formidable package. So yeah, it was perfect for all sorts of scenarios.
Ahmed, last question. Durability mag-wise, we know there are a lot of markers on the mag-fed markers on the market at the moment. I mean, we can throw the names out there: the T15s, the TMCs, your Milsigs, which I'm not very fond of at the moment. But your Tipexes, your Zeta mags, you name them. Durability, cleaning wise, the die-dam mags that the Mg100 uses. Your opinion on that?
Simple. You just pull out the door at the bottom, the springs fall out, the guide falls out, you rinse it with water, use a squeegee, you can just clean inside out. That's if you get a ball break. That's if. Not that there were many, there was probably only one, and that was because the mag fell in the sand and the ball broke inside. So it was just a bit of a cleanup. And all you need to do is use a little bit of warm water or normal any water, and clean inside, let it dry out, put the guide and spring back in, and off you go. No problems. Unlike most mags where you have to screw apart things and re-bolt things back up again and watch out for springs. I mean, I know the multi-sig mags are a bit of a dramatic thing to clean. You don't have to with this. It's quite easy, and I think that's what you can give the credit to Dye for doing that, making it quite simple. I mean, those are complicated markers already. I mean, to have a simple mag isn't too much to ask.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Okay, Ahmed, on a scale of 10, what would you give the marker?
I'll give it a 9. There could be improvements with barrels and so forth. Not that the barrel that we used was any bad. The original barrel was quite good. I think that there would be more improvements in the future. So for first strike and so forth, I know they're coming out with a new continuous feed mag, which is quite nice, especially in knowing that with the dam mags you have to flip and rotate every time. With the continuous feed, it will give you a little bit less time in the changing of the mag. Understand? So it will give you a little bit of a quicker run. So if you keep on shooting on one spot, you don't have to stop and swap out the mag.